I saw the Exodus truck again, because I'm always asking for signs. And I saw it a couple of weeks ago, and then day before yesterday, I saw it again, and it's a big moving truck, and it says Exodus, great big on the side of it.
Yeah.
And the O is the earth. And so I've always asked for signs. So I go out on my walk, I say, you know, I'd like to know what's going on here or there. Just give me some signs. So I see that Exodus truck again. And that night, I am woken up in the middle of the night by an owl again, hooting out here. So I don't know what's going on there either, but I do think that behind the scenes, there is a big exodus going on.
I'm into word origins. And so I'm looking up Exodus. Because it's a fun word too, right?
Yeah.
Ooh. So it's late Old English, the second book of the Old Testament, from Latin Exodus, from Greek Exodos, a military expedition. Oh, shoot. You know, my fingers, I have fat fingers.
Oh, so you hit something wrong?
Fuck. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Okay, so Greek, a military expedition, a solemn procession, departure, death, literally a going out, from X, which means out, hodos, a way, path, road, a ride, journey, march, figuratively way out, a word of uncertain origin. So that's interesting. Ex hodos.
It brings a memory back too. I did modern dancing when I was like in junior high with a class.
Uh-huh.
And at our performance, we performed to the music of Exodus.
What music is that?
I don't know. I hope there's some music for that, or else
well, maybe you need to dance.
That wasn't the name of the song.
Maybe Spirit's telling you to dance your way on.
Yeah.
All right, we're just going to draw a card. How's that?
How's that? It's a good idea. But I do think there is quite an exodus occurring right now, and both an exodus of people, an exodus of ways of life, an exodus of shadows within ourselves. There's just a huge exodus occurring at this moment, I think.
Yeah, and it's that exodus of the old structures, the negative, the old programs,
absolutely
with an energetic. But I also think it's a personal message for you as well, because you keep seeing it. It's like drawing the same card over and over.
Right.
So
yeah, I do think that it works totally both ways, and I'm seeing, Jody's long-term friends, their husbands are experiencing illness and stuff that's creating a lot of work for their wives and stuff, because their wives are both working ladies and they're having to try to take care of these men, which is fine, but it's like hardship, letting go of stuff. It's really, it's interesting to see. And then, yes, I do see this very personally also.
Well, and the owl is death and rebirth, and you heard the owl hooting, and Exodus is a death of sorts.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I've always seen owls before losses and heard them. And then I also have to mix in the word wisdom with owl also.
Sure.
But yeah, it's actually more interesting than not when I don't get emotionally tied up in stuff, and I can see it better from an outside view.
Absolutely, that's important.
Yeah, and I will say as the weeks have gone by here recently, I am actually better at not being in the middle of something, even though
Good.
that doesn't ring true to you right this minute, I'm sure. But because of our conversation before this, but on some really big issues, I have managed to step away from the, like, it's not about me,
Right. I've seen that.
what's going on. Yeah.
I absolutely see that with you right now. So, yeah.
And
Yeah.
I am going to burn my computer this afternoon, and I'm going to um, go off all social media.
Yeah, you need a break for sure. Sure. So I was called by the spirit animal oracle because we haven't drawn an animal card in a while.
That's true.
And I'm doing a card party this weekend, so
Oh, are you?
I am. And so
Excellent.
yeah, I haven't done one in a while.
I know. And that the last one you did, the last two you've done, that I know of, were very, very excellent for the people that you did them with.
Right. So, but this is, I brought that up because this is a deck I like to take with me because there's a lot of people there that have not ever had a reading done or don't know what oracle cards are. And everybody can relate to animals.
Oh,
You know,
cool.
whether you're an animal lover or not, you know, this is the deck I like to use for newbies.
Sure. Nice idea.
Yeah. All right. So what do we need to know today for our highest good? Number 67.
Which reduces down to a 4, I believe.
Yep. Wolf spirit turn knowledge into wisdom.
Isn't that interesting? We just had a wolf full moon.
We just had a wolf full moon, and you were talking about the wisdom of the owl.
Right.
And one of the interesting things about this card, I don't know if this you'll be able to discern this, but under his eyes are wings.
Oh my goodness. Now that you've brought it to my attention,
Right.
I see it.
Even below those first wings are feathers.
Right.
You know, and I always kind of see an owl in there.
Oh my
So I
goodness.
don't know if that was an intention from the artist or not, but yeah, wolf spirit. And you know, I'm rereading Women Who Run with the Wolves
Right.
by Clarissa Pinkola Estes. And you know, wow, yeah.
I'm going to write that down because I've read that book twice, but it's been a long time, and I'm called to read it again because I think you get something new out of things when you read them at different times in your lives.
Well, I think that every woman that reads it should read it pre-menopause and post-menopause because I think it has two different meanings because I read it in the 90s when it came out.
Right.
And, you know, I was a young thing back then. And so it's so different to me. I mean, so vastly different reading it in my 50s.
That's cool.
I was in my late 20s the first time I read it. So,
Wow.
All right, number 67, wolf spirit. Okay, wolf spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. Wolf spirit leads you deep into the enchanted forest that holds the secrets to your life. Can you sense her beckoning you to follow, asking you to take all you have learned and all you are learning and make it yours? Can you integrate it all into your body, mind, and spirit? Whatever lessons you learned along the way, do not leave them unexamined. Be loyal to your dreams, to your soul, and to turning knowledge into wisdom and experience into magic. Ooh.
Oh,
You
love
are
that.
the one, you are the one you have been waiting for. Be still and know that the sound of your heart beats in harmony with the whole world. The appearance of wolf spirit is an auspicious omen that says you are truly in alignment with your destiny. I
I
kind of
am
want to
so
scream.
happy. I am so happy to hear that.
I kind of want to go, yes. Um, because we both had some really shitty things happen since we last met. And
Yeah.
um, just some crazy icky stuff. And it's like there's always that, what am I doing wrong? Is this not in alignment? Is this not the path I'm supposed to be on, that these things are happening? We always do that self-reflection. Um, so it's interesting that, this is like an auspicious omen that you are truly in alignment with your destiny, and shit happens.
You know, I love that. The whole time you're reading that, I thought, okay, I know that I am this amazing God self, just like everybody else. But where am I missing the boat? Why am I creating my own blockages? What am I doing here? And then you say that, and it's like, okay, there was just some stuff that needed to come through, be dealt with,
Mm-hmm.
maybe learn to deal with things on an easier level, like saying, this doesn't have to be so hard.
Right.
We've got all this spiritual help around us, and our attitude means an awful lot on this. But as we climb down, it's like harder sometimes to get back up. So that's why we have friends. That's why we draw cards.
Right.
That's why we breathe.
That's what. Right.
That was the card I drew last night, was breathe.
Oh, well, that was perfect.
Yeah.
I think about, turning knowledge into wisdom. And to me, wisdom is knowledge plus experience. So you can collect all the knowledge you want. And I'm really good at that, just collecting information and researching. But that practical application in living the knowledge that you learn, that praxis, right? That, putting knowledge into action and experiencing how those ideas or truths or beliefs, whatever they are, play out. That's where the wisdom comes from. And I think
Yep.
that's the lesson of the wolf, because wolf is teacher in Native American medicine, right?
Absolutely.
And I think wolf, if we watched the wolf and how they operate, um, they're very wise, right? They take their instinctual knowledge, and they put that into situations and experience. And so that turns into that wisdom. So I don't know, that's kind of part of what I'm reflecting on too. You are the one you've been waiting for. Whew, that always stops me in my tracks.
Me too. I have heard that in many different places. And it's like, why can't I get that? But we work up to it. It's just that everything's happening very quickly now.
Yeah.
And yet in some ways not quick enough to suit me. Yeah. So, but it's like, you don't get to sit around and lollygag about some situation for 2 weeks. No, you deal with it and you go forward,
Mhm.
because that's how quickly everything's happening right this moment.
Right.
And it's, once again, it's like this cellular fear or something. They say most people are more fearful. There's not a fear of failing. There's a fear of success. and the changes that's going to make in your life.
Interesting.
Yeah. And it's like, really? Why would anybody be concerned about that? But it's at a
Cellular
level.
Right.
But that needs to be
Acknowledged
and blessed and removed.
Mm-hmm. What do you think?
Well, I think maybe we better put on our wolf's clothing today.
I like it.
Do you like it?
Do some howling.
That's, by the way, I went out since we live in a neighborhood. I did go out and get one little squeaky howl out on that full moon, and then ran back in the house so nobody knows who was howling.
Oh, my neighbors all know. If it's the full moon, that's Marianne howling. They know.
Oh, that's cool.
In the summer, some of them joined me.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Yep. All right.
Okay. Well, let's get grounded here. Let's take a deep breath. Let the roots grow from the bottom of our feet and grow down into the center, the crystalline center of Mother Earth. And then let's see that tube go down from our tailbone down to the earth also, like a three-legged stool now. We're very secure. We're very grounded. Plus, we have a place to drop any shadow energy or fear or anything like that as we go along. So take another deep breath and see the light within you that fills your entire body 24/7, the Christ light, the golden white Christ light. See it just billowing out from you, covering every space around you. If you look carefully, see yourself standing on the mother, and you see that you are saturating the entire Mother Earth and her inhabitants with this beautiful light. And that is your contribution to this beautiful change that we are going through. And it's a huge contribution. So take another deep breath. Bring out your heart light. And this time your heart light's going to create a little path in front of you. And this path, doesn't matter what color it is, but it's going to take us to the very edge of a beautiful forest. And we are going to follow this path. And as we get to the very edge of the forest, our own personal wolf shows up. Now, it doesn't matter whether this wolf is a totem to us permanently. Totems change, but this is your wolf today. And no matter what he looks like, this is who he is. This is who he or she is today, because she's yours. And see yourself slip out of your body into the body of the wolf. And we turn and we go into the forest. And as we go through the forest, we find ourselves feeling larger. We feel ourselves in great wisdom. We understand that we are shapeshifters. What else could we possibly be? Years ago, we were a tiny little baby. How else did we get where we are right now? And today we have shapeshifted into the wolf, to the wisdom and the power and the sovereignty of the wolf. And as we walk through the forest, we feel the power within us that we share with the entire forest, with the entire earth. We see the true world, the new world of peace. We see any and all shadows going down, down, down into Mother Gaia, where they are transmuted immediately into the light. The wolf stops right outside a cave, little cave, and it's not really a cave, it's like a den or a burrow, a den. And when you look inside through the eyes of your wolf, you see something that totally makes total sense to you and places you in awe. It is a gift from your future self. Whatever you are seeing is showing you your way. It is a bit of wisdom, a bit of knowledge that maybe you haven't had before. But it makes you even larger and more sure and more adventuresome. And it is yours, totally yours. It could be crystals on the wall. It could be writing on the wall. It could be people. Whatever you're seeing is your guidance, your strength. So breathe that memory in. And our wolf turns around. We turn around as the wolf and we lope back through the forest to the edge of the forest. And we leave the body of the wolf and we step back into our bodies. We take a deep breath, feeling that we are indeed larger, bigger, clearer, so much clarity, and so much excitement. Because now we have some guidance. So take another deep breath. Lock this in your heart. And this is done. By the power of three, a perfect trinity, it is done, it is done, it is done.
And so it is.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Love you.
I love you.